Hello everyone, welcome to the Barney Homestead. I'm Jessica. It has been a while since I've seen everyone, but hello. And I've got an exciting video today. If you can see behind me, we have got a bunch of lumber in our truck and we are going to be building our garden expansion in the back today. So I'm going to take you back there and show you a little bit about what we have going on. So we are going to head to the backyard, and this is where I've got my gardening space. So this behind me is my current gardening space. If you can see, I've got 4 4x8 beds and 2 4x4 beds. And what we are going to be doing today is building another row of beds on the side here. So we are going to be adding 2 more 4x8 beds and 1 4x4 bed. And I figured I would take you along for the build because I'm really excited. The other thing on the to-do list is to take down this tree here, which is dead. It's tiny. It got put in about 3 years ago. Sadly, it only made it 1 season and then it died for some reason. You know, sometimes things happen. So I am going to be taking that guy down while my husband helps me build these other beds today. So excited to, again, take you guys along and show you what that looks like. So for our beds, we use pressure treated lumber, not any type of particular lumber, it's just pressure treated lumber. And these are 2x4x8 boards, and then we use 4x4x8s for the posts in the corners. So that is what we are going to be building with. And we are going to be using, what are they called? Lag bolts to secure it all together. All right, so we've got all our pieces cut. We have got our corner posts, our 4-foot pieces, and then we've got our 8-foot pieces, and we are going to start to assemble. And so again, this row is going to go right here next to the other two. And as you can see in our other beds that we've built, we just have that post and the boards go right around it. We are going to be adding to the long ones a metal bracket to keep them together, because sometimes what happens is we get a little bit of warping here. We are definitely not pros at building, but I have seen, you know, as we continue to iterate our builds, that some folks use a metal brace between those two long sides just to keep the boards a little bit straighter. So we're going to try that this year. All right, guys. The beds are built and they are in place. I'm so excited to show you. So let me show you what we ended up doing. So here are the beds. And again, these two are 4x8. This one is a 4x4. And all we did to put them together is we used lag bolts, so pretty heavy duty screws. And then again, as I said, I put some braces on these beds this time. So you can see I've just got like a metal plate to kind of keep those from warping, because sometimes what will happen is, like this one, you can see doesn't have a brace. Oops, sorry, my shadow. Doesn't have a brace, so it is a little warped and curved in. I was going to replace it, but I think it'll be okay. I haven't had any issues the last 2 years, and with the price of wood, I'm just not going to do that right now. But I am so excited for how it looks. I still need to cut down the tree that's behind me, but it is getting late in the day, so I think I'm going to do that another day. And yeah, I get some questions sometimes about, you know, like, what do I put anything in the bottom to kill the grass off and whatnot? I don't. So I just will put my dirt, my soil right into the beds. From the research that I've done, I have seen that as long as you cover the grass with 10 to 12 inches of soil, that is enough to kill your grass and make sure it doesn't grow through. That's what I've done in all my other beds. I've never had problems with grass growing into my beds. So that's what I'm going to continue to do this year. They are about 14, 15 inches deep, so more than enough to take care of the grass. And then the other good thing is the tree pieces I will just throw in the bottom of the bed as well. So that'll help me fill it a little bit so I don't have to use quite as much soil. But that is definitely going to be a project for another day. I need to order the soil still in bulk. I probably will need about 6 yards to fill these 3 beds and then top off the other ones. So the other thing that I'm thinking about is if I want to keep these planters. I only have these 2. So I could move this one back there, make it a little bit more even. But I think I was going to remove them, but now that I have everything in place, I kind of like them. So I think I'm going to try to find 2 more or just get new ones altogether. But I think I'm also going to have those round planters in the intersections of all the beds. So my vision for my garden this year is, if you're looking at it this way, it's going to kind of go up as you look back. So my low-lying fruit, veg, flower will be in these 3 beds right in the front, and then kind of your medium height stuff will be in the middle, and then in the back your taller ones. I also have 2 cattle panels for arch trellises right now. I'm going to get 2 more. So between these 2 beds and these 2 beds, there's going to be a tunnel. So I'm going to put 2 cattle panels between each. I will remove this string trellis and replace that on the outside of this bed, just for some different vertical growing options. But then again, these 2 beds and these 2 beds, it will be a tunnel when you walk through. So I am so excited to get growing this year. Usually about the beginning of April is when I start to plant outside. I've got some stuff started inside. So now that the beds are built, I can work on getting the soil ordered, probably for delivery in a couple weeks. And the other thing that I will do is, between these middle beds, I will be putting hoops or row covers, caterpillar tunnels, however you want to refer to them, around these. So that is what I did last year with my spring and fall crops, and I noticed much better germination and just a healthier plant overall. So I'm going to do that this year. So I need to get those materials next, probably in a few weeks, so I can put the covers on and just get the soil kind of prepared. And I'll be sure to bring you along in those subsequent changes and updates as well. But yeah, thanks so much for joining today. I'm so excited to grow with you in 2022. I've got lots of fun stuff planned for my channel. So not only garden content, some cooking content that I want to bring, and also some camping and outdoors content. So really looking forward to it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.